What's up, everybody? Good evening. This is Scott McGregor at Scott Trades on Twitter with StockMarketMentor.com and your chart of the day. Want to take a look at PLMR Holdings. This is ticker PLMR. Now, PLMR is an insurance company. I remember hearing about this stock in 2020 as it was an IPO that just went wild. I got to flip out to a weekly chart to show you the context of how big of a deal Palomar was, because it opened on its IPO week in the $18 range and ran all the way up to $118. That's just a bit of a preview for those who weren't around in 2020 of how crazy things actually were. Now, Palomar has been in consolidation for the last couple of years here. We see this long, drawn-out base, and just in, let's say, May of 2024, broke above this clear resistance level, back-tested that level, and has since been chugging up these weekly moving averages. Now, if I flip to a daily chart, we see that same downward sloping trend line. We see that same breakout, that same chop and slop, but eventually a back test that was successful, and then a resumption of this trend that has been really going on for most of the year. Now, where I see Palomar here is what I would call an early entry, because the stock is still in consolidation. It's still chopping around, but it's in and around some key moving averages. For example, it's 8-day and it's 21-day exponential period moving average. This stock has clear support at around the 50-day moving average. That's the red line on the chart. So I could see a definite early entry with a stop on Palomar, even just above the 50-day moving average, right around this candle. And then you would want to add to that position with a break above $100. So you're getting some started early in and around the key moving averages with clear risk defined either right around this low here from Friday or at around the 50-day moving average. A close below the 50-day could stop you out of this idea. And then you'd want to add to that stock if it does, in fact, break out and reward you with a move above 100. Now, even if this was to just get back to its 2020 highs, that's about 30% from where it is now. That's a pretty good swing trade in my books. So keep an eye on Palomar as it consolidates in and around the 8 and 21-day exponential period moving averages, and then watch for an early entry and then a breakout above that key $100 level. So that's just one of many stocks that we'll be looking at tonight over at StockMarketMentor.com. If you want to see my full list, take a trial, click that link, and hopefully I'll see you on the other side.